Well, I fucked that all up. I was trying to be all dramatic with coming on and saying hi. You know? Oh well, what's up, creepers? And Geekers Chris, the Retro Creep House. How is everyone doing this fine Saturday morning? March 7th, the year of our Lord 2026, the year of the Atari VCS. Oh my God. I got one kid 2 hours away looking at a college. The other one's in the bathroom dropping a fucking smash. And I'm just sitting here playing guitar and recovering from last night. Actually, it really wasn't much to recover from. I wasn't elevated when I went. I went to go see Britt Floyd last night. It was a birthday present purchased for me. God, back in November. We were just talking about how much I'd really like to go see them at some point. And my missus, like right then and there, saw that they were in town. It's like, oh, fuck! They'll be here for your birthday! So we went into town last night. We went down to State Street. Well, it's on Tremont, really, technically, I think. And went to the Orpheum Theater and had a fucking blast. It was awesome. I went into it thinking, I've seen them live as far as like on video and stuff. And the first time I did see them was on PBS. You remember when PBS, and maybe they still do, the little telethons on the weekends? They would play like specials and then break in every now and again and say, hey, for $45-50 donation, we'll give you this on VHS or whatever the fuck. I can't see Pink Floyd anymore, so I was like, fuck, man, I'd love to see these guys. And they sound fine on the videos, but in live, so much different. And I should know better. I should know better by now, but what a great fucking show that was. The theme was The Moon, the Wall, and Beyond. So they played the first half of the show mostly playing The Wall, and then the second half of the show mostly playing Dark Side of the Moon, with little sprinkles of this, that, and the other thing. And, of course, Comfortably Numb was the very last thing that they played. Before an encore of Run Like Hell. Great. Look, I'm getting goosebumps. It was such a fun show. Really such a fun show. And I kept saying to myself, I wish I had gotten a vape pen, because I'm not going to smoke weed in fucking Boston right in the middle of the fucking street. I've seen people get fucking tackled for doing stupid shit like that. Although I smelt plenty of it, I was kind of hoping someone close to me would. I'd be like, here's $5. Let me just one, please. I'm glad I didn't. Such a fucking wonderful show. And I was surprised by how many little kids were there. A few seats over from us was this little girl. She couldn't have been 8, maybe. She was in the fucking aisles dancing. Her dad was there with his hands holding her hands, and they were dancing, and Mom was looking at them like they're both fucking weirdos. That's actually a pretty cool riff. That reminds me of the 90s, and I'll walk away from that real quick. Violation Entertainment says, kapow! What's going on, my man? Off-Grid Arcade, hello from work! Well, I hope I don't get you fucking fired. I don't think I'll... Hey, President Predicto, do you think I could get somebody fired listening to me while I'm at work, while they're at work anyway? It's been a while since I brought him out.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we're going to see. Thanks for popping in, guys. They're going to send you back to Mother in a cardboard box. You better run. I'm not set up to play that at all. Holy shit. What do I have this amp set at? Oh. Gritty blues, I suppose. But yeah, it was such a great fucking show. Great fucking show. And the Orpheum Theater is always a fun time. Excuse me, I gotta fucking blow my nose. It just started fucking leaking like 20 minutes ago. Fuck. You guys get the full Creep experience, man. Blowing noses and fucking getting up and getting shit. And I don't hide anything here. There are no fucking curtains. And I may end up dead because of that at some point. So what's everybody up to this weekend? What's everyone up to? I got nothing to do for a couple hours. And technically I got nothing to do all day, but I might go for a hike. It's been a while since I've been to the Virginia woods. No, I'm not going to Virginia. It's here in Massachusetts. There's a really great video about Haywardville, the Virginia woods, on this channel called The Creepy Crawl. In fact, I think it's one of the most viewed videos on that guy's channel. Haywardville was this little industrial town, like a tiny little town, set between what is now Melrose and Stoneham, Massachusetts, right on the Lynn Fells Parkway in the corner there. And because there was this huge, I call it a lake, they call it a pond. And when I was a kid, I remember hearing someone say the only difference between a lake and a pond is who names it. And I'm starting to kind of believe that as an adult, because it's fucking huge, but they still call it a pond. I don't know. But they use the water resources from that to run this giant wheel to keep their industry going. I don't know what they made there. Who fucking knows? But it was an industrial little town that's just no longer there anymore. And there's like little remnants, like where that wheel used to be. You can literally see where the axles were anchored and all that crap. And the stonework. And there's a couple of little areas that look like a stone pool. I don't know what the fuck it would have been. And a bridge, which has been maintained over the years. The railings and everything are modern, made to look, whatever. There's a giant fireplace there, like on the top of this hill. I mean, it's a giant rock fireplace. A couple of foundations, but it's more of like just a trail. It's a hiking spot now that has a little bit of history. The infamous DCG. Or you can go D, A, G. So many fucking songs use those three chords by themselves, Yeah, you've heard 100 songs just like that. And all kinds of variations. All right, how many people we got in here? 4 people. 3 people, really, technically. But what's going on, guys? Yap at me, man. It's Saturday. Y'all can't be working. I know. Off-grid is, but technically it's Sunday for you, right? Violation? It's Sunday for you. I thought about you, actually, for a second. Oh, shit. The views just dropped. Boom! Down to 2. I just saw that spike. Somebody came in and was like, fuck this. I'm out. But I thought about you yesterday. There was, before the show, in the intermission, on the screen, they were showing the products and stuff that the band uses and endorses or has been gifted at one point. Alexa strings and fractal sound systems and stuff that, musicians know all about. And there was one product, and I think it was a guitar product, but the fucking thing didn't cycle back in time for me to really look at it. But it was a product made in Australia. I want to say it was a guitar, an acoustic guitar, but I could be way wrong. I could be way wrong on that. But I saw that, and I thought of you, Violation. That's also a big one. E, D, A, or E, D, C. It's just that DC. Hold on. Ooh, excuse me. But yeah. Manta ray. What is the manta ray? Or unless you know what I'm talking about. Is that a product that's made there that musicians use? Please educate me more. My kid's in the fucking bathroom singing. It's just so distracting. So distracting. But she has her headphones on and sounds like me last night. As a matter of fact, let me pull up some of the highlights from last night. I'm obviously not going to play too much of it because... shit, hold on.
Back on the pike. So I think I told you this already, and you can roll me later. I need to get to the Winter Guard show to help there.
Oh, that's right. She's going to be doing that.
Like 8:30, 10 o'clock.
Hold on a second. Let me do this. Shit, hold on. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Let me turn this down. Oh my God, Lily, shut the fuck up in there. Sorry, I'll listen to the rest of that in a minute. I started streaming. In case it's personal shit, I don't want to say it out loud, but... Oh, man. You know what happened is I turned up the volume to listen to the voice message. We use KindMaster to... Not KindMaster, we use, What's up? Wow, I'm on the fucking stream, you loud ass. Actually, you startled me, that's why I said that. What are you going to do about it, huh? Oh, fuck. Your face!
And yes, I do bully him a little bit.
She bullies me a lot of it.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad when you're the one who's fucking bullying. I'm sad. Because I'm bullied. Context, fucko. Alright, sing it with me if you know lyrics.
It's right.
I was a snake-eyed boy, and at the age of 5, I made love to the howl of wolves with a dark-haired girl. Or if you want to hear evil, just come a little bit close. Fuck yeah, I love that song. I'm really only a big fan of the first 2 Danzig albums and the rest of it. Except for How the Gods Kill. What a fucking enormously powerful song that is, you know? CGI Software, Matrix, SW, prequels. Oh, Star Wars prequels, Lord of the Rings, etc. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think you're right. I'm assuming you're still talking about the product or whatever it is that was on the screen that said it was made in Australia. And you could laugh at me and say, you're fucking stupid. Literally, you can write that. You can write that in the chat. Because I do believe I saw the words Manta Ray on the screen. And they used, instead of like the film, like they use a lot of the background stuff from, The Wall and stuff that Pink Floyd would have. But it was more modernized, updated CG kind of. It was AI made. It was absolutely AI made. But it still had the kids walking into the grinder, which is funny because my lady doesn't know much about this shit. And she saw the kids with the fucking eyes, and she's just looking at me like, what the fuck is going on? I said, oh, just watch. Just watch. And she was like walking. And they were walking, and then they go into the meat grinder, and she's like, where are they going? I said, just watch. And then they zoom down, or pan down, and all the meat's coming out, and she's like, oh. I said, do you get the message? Do you get the message? She said, no. She goes, it just looks gross to me. School was invented to get people just smart enough to work in industry. Honestly, that's how it was, and it hasn't changed since. So the whole conformity kind of thing, every kid has to learn in a specific box. Now, I'm not an SJW or anything like that, but I do believe that everybody has their way. And the only reason I say that is because when I was growing up, just listening to a teacher fucking bark at me and shit, and then get mad when I couldn't figure it out. It was so frustrating. You know, I had a hard time at first. It turned out because of my hearing. So, and then when I got to junior high, I got on a roll. And then when I saw that, I said, I peaked. I'm moving on. And then stopped giving a shit. No, AI in 2001. Then what the fuck are we talking about here? You're confusing the fuck out of me, kid. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a little harsh on you, but here's exactly how the chat looks from my point of view. So if I'm missing something, let me know. It's you saying kapow. Then Off-Grid says hello from work. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4 from you. One says they're going to send you home to Mama in a cardboard box. Then Manta Ray. Then CGI Software, Matrix, Star Wars prequels. And then no, AI in 2001. So I must have said something that mentioned, I don't know. But there was a word on the screen. Maybe it was something Ray, though. Because there was a sun kind of on the corner of the Y. Kind of like peeking out from behind the... Maybe it wasn't Manta Ray. Maybe I'm just fucking stupid. I was out late last night. Fuck, there was something I was playing earlier this week that I wish I'd fucking picked up the phone and just recorded myself playing it. I remember feeling, this could be a real song. It's all gone now. It's all gone. But last night made me say, you know, I wish I was still on stage, man. I fucking miss doing that. I really do miss that. And, you know, before the band comes on, you see all the gear. Like, if you've never been on stage before doing something like, a musical performance or something like that, there's a vibe to every little section of it. The being backstage, waiting to go on, getting things ready, watching other people prepare things, and just getting your stuff on the stage and just being there with the anticipation of the crowd, you know? There's a feel to that. And then getting on the stage and playing, and then getting off the stage, and then the after. It was almost like after every show, it was like a celebration, like it was our first. You get super excited, everyone's fucking hugging and kissing and thanking God and thanking whoever they fucking shake their dick to. I miss those days. And of course, the stage performing. Oh, man. I don't like being the spotlight, but I love performing my guitar. I do. I like being in front of a crowd playing. If they're feeling it, you know, because it's like this symbiotic thing, you know. I'm playing my guitar, which is giving them a feel. And I know it sounds weird, and this is as cliche as it gets as a musician. But then they get all fucking jazzed up and send that energy back to the stage. And it just gets fucking reverberated back and forth. And the more they give us, the more we give them. And if you've ever been to a show that was just dead, you know what I'm talking about. The band comes out, the crowd's just kind of like, yay, you know. And they're just like, the shit, the fucking, the jazz leaves them after the first couple of songs, and they just kind of make it through the rest of the shit set. I've had plenty of those shows, too. Fuck, man. You asked what was going on today. Oh, okay, so... all right, so what we need to do is we need to normalize people inserting context. Because I ask a question, and then there is a delay before you see it. And then there's a delay in the chat. So I could have gone on to like 3 or 4 topics because I'm fucking all over the place. And I do it too when I comment. But it would be nice if someone could be like, oh, hey. Not, oh, hey, you don't want to go too far with it, obviously. But like, oh, this weekend I am. That way I know what you're responding to. I don't know. Maybe I'm asking too much of people. You asked what was going on today, so I'm basically trying to say CGI, but it's from 2001. And see here, I'm thinking Space Odyssey. See? Come on, Violation. I'm not a fucking bright human being. I am not a bright human being. You gotta give me crutches. Used for some big movies, though. I personally think it's still awesome. CGI hasn't come too far, in my opinion. Right on, man. Manta Ray rendered Gollum. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Never seen any of those. I'll be honest with you. I don't care how epic everyone tells me they are. I have no desire. None. Zero, zip, zilch. I don't have any desire to sit 5 hours per movie for a story I don't give a shit about to a franchise that, or I should say, like I don't know. I've never been a Lord of the Rings kind of guy. I had one of the books when I was a kid. I got a picture book first. It was one of those, if you take all your medicine, I think I might have had an ear infection or something at the time, and I was on penicillin. Or amoxicillin. I guess it doesn't matter what I was on, but ironically, I'm allergic to both now. It's weird how that happens, but if you take all your medicine, without fucking arguing, I was little. I was real little. We'll get you something. And one of the things they got me was that fucking book. And I read it, but... and then I got a prize for reading the book. So my parents were kind of clever that way. They made incentives, and then when I started getting older, I started subscribing to you shouldn't be fucking rewarded for doing the thing, you should just do it on a minimum. You know what I mean? Like, these kids think because they did the dishes one day that they have to be fucking praised for it. And it's like, no. When you're on your own, you're not getting praised for cleaning your own fucking dishes. So get used to it now. This isn't about me making you do the dishes. This is about me ingraining the idea of accountability, responsibility, and prioritizing, that kind of a thing. Because everything you learn now is going to translate into life. Unless you have some real harsh fucking, But, I don't know. Alright, rendered Yoda for, okay. Agent Smith, okay. Nice. That's awesome. Can't imagine that software is expensive these days. I can't imagine that, right? So what am I going to do today? I'd really like to get a clear coat on this guitar body that's sitting next to me that nobody has bumped into yet. And it's in a real critical fucking, like, I'm going to put this down. Like, you can still kind of feel the line separation, but there's no bleed over. I took this guitar to the nth degree to make it fucking nice. And I want this to stay nice. So let me, there we go. I'm trying not to touch the top too much, but even the back looks nice. There's a couple of spots I might have to touch up, but I think we're gonna do a brush on poly. A couple of light coats, Let that settle in for a week or so. Then maybe white sand it. Then put another light coats on and call it good. Just enough to build up to where those two lines don't really meet anymore. It's one solid. I have the... Oh, shit, I didn't bring the guitar stand over here. Fuck me. I have the controller plugged in. What game were we playing yesterday? Oh, you know what? We were playing that weird worm game. Let me pull this up. What was it called? Tapeworm. I might... You know what? Let me bring that up. Holy fuck, that's loud. I apologize. I fucking apologize. That was fucking obnoxious. It's beautiful. Lime, charcoal, I guess you say. No, okay, let me shut this the fuck up. God damn, shut up. Why can't games just shut the fuck up when they're not doing anything? We'll play a game here in a minute. It's not quite lime. It for some reason, in photographs like that, it's more of a muted green. The concept is... Fuck. How do I... Let me see if I have a picture. It's going to be a Haunted Mansion themed guitar. So I have this hardware. Oh, you know what? I have the fucking hardware right here. I have the hardware. So I'm not going to put it all together. Again, that's one more time I'm going to be touching this thing. At any time, we could go fucking critical. It can be critical. We could do 911. But it's got this really cool pattern to it that reminded me of, Victorian wallpaper and the Haunted Mansion wallpaper. So I have this purple guitar. Oh, it just so happens to be on my body. that this was originally purchased for. So, here's the evolution of this guitar. Maybe I should make this a video for my other channel when this guitar is finally finished. But this guitar came out. Okay, this guitar was released dirt cheap. Originally, I think it was like $180 or something like that. Now they're like $230 because of everything. But regardless, it's a purple. You can't really. They call it ultraviolet, and again, because of the camera, you don't really see the color too much. But I saw this. I'm like, okay, Haunted Mansion, purple, and I had already used a decal with the Haunted Mansion wallpaper on another guitar many years ago. A guitar I no longer own, but the new owner is wicked happy, and I'm happy for them. So the idea was that I still have more of that, was to put that on here, on this pickguard, and then I was going to buy this hardware, which the control plate has the same pattern. I'm not pulling it out. And the whole thing would be Haunted Mansion themed with the fancy fucking hardware and all kinds of stuff. And I have what they call the Eldred mod on the control plate. It's a guitar called the Esquire. You know, most people stare, oh, there's a Telecaster. No, before the Telecaster, they did a one pickup, one single coil Telecaster style pickup with a three-way switch on it. And what that switch did was, all the way back, was just a pickup. And you played it, and you have your volume, and you have your tone, and you have all that stuff. And then in the middle position, I believe, is when it cuts all that out and goes directly to bridge, so you get a little bit more boost. And then when you push the switch forward, as far forward as it can go towards the neck, it activates a capacitor setup in there. There's like two capacitors in a certain kind of configuration that gives this thing that they used to call the dark circuit. And it was to emulate a neck pickup. Then they just smartened up and put a neck pickup on it. But there is just something to be said about a single pickup. This one is a humbucker. It's not a single coil. But this is considered an Esquire also. There's no Telecaster written anywhere on this guitar. In fact, it probably says Esquire on the corner. So there's this other thing called the Eldred mod that people do with that particular setup. And it's basically replacing the capacitors with something different. And the dark circuit really was kind of ugly. Some people made it work, but as a general rule, most people don't like it. You know, there's always going to be exceptions, so don't come at me and be like, I fucking like it. Whatever. As a general rule, it's not a pretty sound. So people figured out, let's swap out the capacitors and figure out. So that's what that is. It's a dark circuit, but done with this thing called the Eldred mod. And it's the pickup is a custom wound 50s over, you know, it's a hot 50s. It really has, if a Telecaster pickup and a P90 had a love child, that's what it sounds like. It's a fucking bad boy, and it's been in a few different guitars. But it turns out that I can't use that bridge on here. I would have to re-drill holes, which I'm normally not. Hey, Megan, what's going on? I'm normally not afraid of that. That's not a big deal. People go, oh my God, I got to drill holes. Nah, fuck you. It's not a big deal. Make sure it's lined up. Tap the holes first. Pilot them out, and then boom, hit them up. You'll be good. But in that, this bridge plate is much wider than that one is. And the screw holes would still be seen on the outside. If I could just re-drill the bridge, pop it on there, and just hide the old holes and plug them, I'm okay with that. I do that shit all the time. I do that with pick. People freak out about pick guards. Oh my God, you have to re-drill holes. So what? So what? It's not that big a fucking deal. But, moving forward, that bridge is too narrow for the spacing. And what I would end up having to do is filling the holes, and then trying to match the paint, and then putting a drop of clear, and then wet sanding the area and buffing it up, because I want this guitar to stay nice. It was brand new when I got it, and I want to keep it nice, you know? It's one of my favorite guitars in my collection. So, we moved on. We moved on to a blank body that has no holes drilled. None. Except for, you know, the pickups. And there were some bridge holes drilled, but just the mounting screws. And they're done just like this one. I don't even know if they line up yet, but it doesn't matter because those holes will not be exposed when I finally mount the bridge that I purchased for it. And I thought about making that one purple to match this guitar. or matched the idea from this guitar. But I said, why have two of them? So I'm thinking to myself, okay, so how else can I do Haunted Mansion theme? I'm still doing the pickguard with the wallpaper. I'm still doing the fancy hardware that looks like the wallpaper. I said, you know what? Let's get green involved. I was looking at cast members that worked the Haunted Mansion, and their suits and dresses are striped with a real muted green. A real muted green. So I said, you know what? I bet you that's the fucking ticket. So, of course, I stressed upon how do I do the stripes? You know, do I do them like racing stripes? Do I do them just a couple at an angle? Do I do the whole thing? So I ended up with what you saw today, this, and I think it's going to work out. I put it all together at one point, with the exception, of course, the sticker on the pickguard, but I did take the pickguard off of this to put it on there, and I'm telling you, it's fucking luscious. It's luscious. Let me try to find something that I can pause and show you via this. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me pause this. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. But the pickguard's on it. The hardware's on it. And that black pickguard is going to have the wallpaper. Let me see if this is the one that has that. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to let this play. You see the wallpaper there? That's the decal that's going to go on the pickguard I either cut or purchased for the guitar. And I'll just leave that on so you can just kind of see it as a whole. So that's what that's all about. But it's not necessarily like a lime green. The Cadbury Telecaster. Actually, that's pretty cool. I want a Cadbury egg. I haven't had a Cadbury egg. I haven't had a Cadbury egg in a while. I'm not supposed to eat them. I'm type 2. I can get rid of it. I'm just too lazy, and I eat like an asshole. Probably going to die. I'm probably going to die in the next few years. Like everyone, and we've already talked about this. Remember I had this real fucking emotional moment like last week? Where I'm like, I just feel like I don't have much time left. Everyone around me's dying. I got a friend of mine who's halfway through fucking chemo. He's only a few months older than I am. And I found out earlier this week that another kid that graduated with Cheryl, but I graduated with his brother, he fucking just randomly died. So it's like, oh shit. maybe I should rethink this. Megatron says, not much, Chris. Babysitting today and all weekend. Right on. Yeah, that's not bad. Your kids are somebody else's. That's where you start talking about whether it's worth it or not. It's not yours. Hopefully you're getting paid for it. If it is your kids, you can just fucking scream at them, yell at them. But going back to what we were talking about earlier today, thank you. Megatron says, nice. Or actually, I'll quote her. Oh, nice. I bet you that's how she says it, too. Oh, nice. With the head tilt and everything. Nice. Nice. My roommate's kid, she's at work. Oh, that works out pretty well. So you're like already a parental figure to these kids, I'm sure. I'm sure they look at you like that, even though you're not like mom or dad or whatever the fuck, you know? That's cool. That's cool. As long as you guys all have a great relationship and it's a balance. It's a balance. Oh, I yell at them. Good, you should beat the fuck out of them. Because humans have been growing up to be fucking stupid. You want to hear how stupid fucking humans are? Now, I don't want to get into a political discussion. And this has nothing to do with my personal beliefs on the individuals we're talking about. It's the concept behind the fucking stupidity that I'm talking about. Apparently Dunkin' Donuts is under the fucking gun right now from our health inspector guy, Mr. Kennedy. And people are like, don't tread on my coffee. They're doing the don't tread on me snake with the fucking Dunk's cup wrapped around it. And I'm like, oh God, what's going on? What's going on? So I'm reading posts, and this is the worst thing to do. Don't fucking go to the media. Don't read posts. Find out what's really happening. Go to the proper sources. You're all like, oh my God, they're trying to say you can't have this coffee, and I'm not going to be able to do this, and I'm not going to be able to do that. And it's just like, no one's going to tell you can't have your fucking coffee with 8 sugars and 6 fucking creams. What this guy is actually going after is, well, let me back up. My argument is this: I'm 51 years old as of midnight tonight, tomorrow morning. In my entire life, your entire life, you have heard adults, teachers, health professionals, us, complaining about big corporate fucking with food. Everything is made of chemicals. Everything is all preservatives. Everything is causing cancer. Everything's causing autism. All these fucking corporates trying to save money by putting poison into food so they don't have to give you a quality fucking product. And now that somebody's fucking doing something about it, everybody's getting all up in arms. For what? Not because they don't agree with it, because I guarantee every one of these fucking idiots do agree with what this guy's going to be doing. Maybe not to an extent. I didn't read the entire thing. Well, no, I did, but I didn't get anything out of it that said that there were going to be any restrictions on anything that we purchase. It's just going to be the quality of the product within. There are some items that are kind of like mixed drinks that are already pre-made that they just kind of put cream and stuff in. Those are the things that he's going after with the chemicals and shit. But because of who it is and because of who he fucking was hired by, they instantly turn fucking retarded. And I only use that word a lot these days. And not for any other reason than I want it to mean something when I say it. We used to say it all the time as a kid. It didn't even have any weight. It had no weight. We just say, that's fucking retarded. That's the same as saying, that's stupid. You know? I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. Everyone fucking wanted this fucking fixed, but because of who's doing it and who hired them to do it, now all of a sudden there's a big fucking problem. Get the fuck out of here. And this is why I fucking hate political people. Especially people on a certain side of things. Yeah, they're both fucking douchebags. If you're right and you're left, they're all douchebags. You know, consider me a moderate, really, you know. I don't believe in the two-party system. I don't think it's fair. And, I don't know. I see things being worked on that my whole life, it has been a complaint. It has been a mode of, I don't want to say contention, but like that, it's fucking serious. You go to the grocery store, and it's all poison. It's all poison, and there's nothing you can do about it. And somebody's finally doing it, and it's all because of, like, not only the bureaucrats, but lobbyists. Lobbyists are the biggest fucking problem. Not even the politicians. You know, fuck the politicians. The lobbyists run the game. The lobbyists and the people who pay them. You know, I don't know if it's Rockefellers and all that shit. But, yeah, I don't know. That's the type of shit. I don't even know why I started talking about that, but it is what it is. I was talking about, like, generations and stuff, you know, growing up smart or stupid. Well, apparently even us smart kids are fucking growing up stupid, because I don't like Orange Man. I don't give a fuck about Orange Man. I don't. I just don't want to eat fucking poison. I don't care who does it. I don't. I don't care if my worst enemy did it. I'd give him a hug for doing it. Hey, 90% of the people in my life drop off. I've had the weirdest migraines for 2 years now. And Billy Game Chasers. Oh, we're talking about people my age dying. That's what we're talking about. I've been so paranoid, but I'm still here, for better or for worse. Yeah, that's exactly it, man. And be grateful. I don't know if you have faith in the man above, but I would suggest it. You know, I would suggest it. Getting into it. And don't listen to the fucking idiots who never even picked up the damn book. Or the ones that said, I've read the book. I know all about it. I know everything about the Bible. I always trump everyone. Not the president. I always, what's the word? Belittle them with my knowledge. Fuck, man. My dad was a minister. I grew up in that building with that book. I can't literally say, like, John 8:6:5 this, but I could tell you what's said there. I just can't tell you where it was said, and I'll look it up. But, yep, head tilts and everything. No, there's no fucking way. There's no way. I haven't watched enough of your streams to know your fucking your body language behavior. They're the ones I call my nieces, and they call me auntie. That's a special relationship. There's something to be said about, being considered family. And I'm not talking about like you and a bunch of friends. We're family, like fucking the Fast and Furious. There's something to be said about that. But I'm talking about, like, I had a few people in my life that were auntie this or uncle that. But then as I grew up, I realized we're not even fucking related. I was just like, but there was a special relationship there. That's great. That's great. Lead them well, or teach them well, and they will lead the way. I don't know, whatever. Be cool. That's right. Happy birthday. Thank you, Megan. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I told my dad that. It's not fair that I have to choose a party. You know what? When it comes down to the final vote, you don't really have to choose a party. You can vote for whoever you want. You can write in Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse gets so many fucking presidential votes every year. Is that wasting a vote? No. I honestly believe the only wasted vote is voting for someone you don't believe in. If you choose not to vote, that's not a wasted vote. Nor do you, people are like, then you have no right. Yes, I do. If I didn't fucking vote, I have every right to complain about what's going on around me. I chose not to decide. That is my choice, like the song says. People didn't die for me to be able to vote. They died for me to have the choice to vote. And there are times where I don't, and there are times where I do. And if I don't like either candidate, guess what? I'm not going in that booth. I'm not going to put in the lesser of the two evils. And that's the part of the system I fucking can't stand. Like there's been a couple of fucking elections where neither one of the candidates I gave any fucks about. So I didn't vote. And then when things got fucked up or they went well, I ran with it, but I don't know. Not my fault these two parties run the world. They don't even run the world. The two parties don't. They run us into the ground. Just go on Facebook. Just go on fucking Facebook. And if you're friends with me on Facebook, you're going to see a lot of posts. Please understand that I may agree with that post. But because I'm in Massachusetts, which is a heavily blue state, if any group is so extreme, and I have seen the blue extreme themselves to a point of fucking stupidity. It's crazy when you put if you just come into it without giving a fuck about either, left and right wing, flapping the same bird, all those cliches, right? If you fucking, I'm serious. It's like they complain, and then and the right does this too. And then when it's the opposite party that's making something happen, like no tax on tips. No tax on tips. The left flipped out about that. And then they started championing it like 3 weeks later. How fucking stupid is that? And that's what we're voting for. Those two fucking groups of assholes. Most of them have been in fucking office for so long they're so out of touch anyway. So fuck them all. Fuck them all. The only thing I see now is I see a clown who's the only politician in my entire life that has been doing the things he said he's going to do. And I'm telling you right now, that gives me more confidence than all the Obamas in the world and all the Bushes in the world and I love Reagan. And I'm not going to sit there and say that this cat now is a better president. But what I can tell you is he's honest and he's telling you how it is in his world. And he says, I'm going to do A, B, and C. And guess what? It happens. It happens. And I'm seeing positive things happen around me because of it. The guy's a fucking boob. He's a clown. But what are you going to do, all right? What are you going to do? Let's get back to other things. What's up, Intellivision Gamer? I feel so awful. I haven't been able to jump into any of your streams. But I promise you I've listened to at least the majority of them while doing dishes or something, I haven't been able to be in there and be active, and I apologize. I mean, I know I'm pretty prolific in that. And nobody's going to sit there and go, well, why isn't the creep coming anymore? It's only been like 2 weeks. I've been really busy, man. Getting this job, I had to do a lot of running around. But I don't know if you know, I officially start Monday. The word has been given to me. Monday morning at 7 a.m. I will be there. And I will be building the end of the world. The end of the world. But, robots. I love robots! Unfortunately, they're not going to be the cool robots. They could be cool robots. And we'll see the remake of Child's Play, the one where Mark Hamill is Chucky's voice. Maybe I'll be that guy. I mean, I'm not going to jump out the window into a car, but maybe I'll program one of them to run amok now and then. Get somebody to come up with a little USB stick for me because I'm not smart enough to do that. Maybe I'll have you do that. Maybe I'll have you do that, Violation. You're a fucking smart guy with the technologies. The technologies. Television Gamer says, nice and congrats. Thank you, my friend. This has been a great week. I mean, my birthday's tomorrow, which normally I don't give two shits about, but I'm going to get some pretty cool gifts, I'm sure. And one of the gifts I got was going to see fucking Brit Floyd last night. What a fucking... I'm not going to shut the fuck up about Brit Floyd. It was awesome. I teared up during 2 songs. And if you're able to do that with me, then you're playing well. You're playing well. Megatron says, I love robots as long as they transform into vehicles. Yeah, I love robots. I was told when I was a little kid that I would have a robot by now. And I'm genuinely upset that I don't. I am genuinely upset that that's one. We have fucking iPads. That was predicted too. I don't care about iPads. I don't care about anything. I don't care about fucking anything. As a matter of fact, my daughter needed a new phone. She's evolving herself in this one activity where she couldn't download the app. Her phone's ancient. I mean, it's like fucking so many generations behind. But it just kept working. They didn't care either way. But now she needed a newer phone. But long story short, every time we do something like that, hers and the other daughter's phones sync up. So when I'm sending text messages to one, the other one's getting them too, or in place of it. And I thought fucking Apple products had fucking uber fucking security measures and shit like that, you know. Oh. Robots are fine. Just chuck a wet blanket over them. I do. I want a fucking robot, man. I just watched Megan 2.0 or whatever the fuck it was called. The second Megan movie. I didn't realize it was already out. I didn't like it as much as the first one. I thought the first one was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant because it was played straight. But you know the people in the background going, this is going to be so fucking insane. Oh my God, people are going to fucking gobble this up. They knew what they were doing. As soon as the doll started singing to the girl when she was sad at the little demonstration thing there, that's the moment I was locked on. I was like, all right, these people know what they're doing. They weren't trying to captivate you or anything. This is sarcasm. This is satire at its fucking finest. Almost Paul Verhoeven quality. RoboCop, Starship Troopers, that Paul. I think that's his name, right? Paul Verhoeven. He's 87 years old. Yeah, Starship Troopers, RoboCop. Total Recall. I didn't know he was part of that. Hollow Man? What? Basic Instincts. I knew he was part of that. Showgirls. Never seen that. I don't no desire to see that. I heard it was fucking horrible. I don't care if that chick from fucking Saved by the Bell gets naked in it. Not really into that kind of thing. I can see naked girls all day long. It doesn't fucking matter. Or women. Naked women. I don't know why Adele still say boys and girls. Oh, my boyfriend. Robots are fine. Just chuck a wet blanket on them. I love robots, man. I fucking wish I had a robot. I want a little thing to walk over to me and be like, have you taken your pills today, sir? I'm like, fuck, no. I'll get them for you. Hold on. I just happen to have some inside my body. Ding, ding. You know, and they give it to me. Do you need a beverage? Yeah, it's gonna talk like that. It's gonna talk like the dude from Spinal Tap, the guitar player, when he's showing his guitars and stuff, and then the guy says, "If you weren't a musician, what would you do?" And he was pretending to be a shoe salesperson. They come in blue. What are the hours? I would want my robot to sound like that. Have you a beverage? And then I can make fun of his Britishness. Because I'm from the United States. It's kind of what we do. Not really, though. Not really. There's a lot of really good patriotism going on over there now. I'm liking it. I'm liking that the world's waking up to this fucking bullshit. Just fucking live and let live. Let everyone just do what they gotta do. I'm so tired of people fucking being angry about what you're doing while not even focusing on anything that they may be loving, you know? I never understood that mentality, and I don't think those people deserve to be on the planet. This kid's dying of cancer, for fuck's sake. And you got some fucking idiot with a fucking ring in his nose and just in your face screaming about who God knows what, you know? I fucking hate going downtown. Fucking dude just getting in your fucking face. How come you don't want to listen to me? Are you a fascist? No, I just want to get to my show. I just want to get to the bathroom. I just want to get a slice of pizza. I don't give a fuck about your dilemma. I always thought to myself that T-800 would be totally screwed if it fell off a boat or something. No, dude, you know what? There's plenty of examples of watching T-800s coming out of the ocean. But you're right. You're right. That's exactly what would happen. I don't know if the hyper steel performance chassis underneath is rust-proof, but the ocean would definitely be a detriment to any kind of mechanical being. That's the one thing I can't wait to live. I hope I live long enough to see people protecting robots' rights. You know, you see that movie, people call them clankers, and they're like, you're so robotist. What do you call it? Blade Runner. Blade Runner is a great example of that. The replicants, although that's a little different. They're like literally made human beings, so they're not robots. But they're very, I don't want to say racist, because it's not about race, it's about, I don't know. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, you know, I got to see Britt Floyd, my birthday's tomorrow. I start a new job. My hide business is going to be it's going to be booming here pretty soon. God, I hope just having this job, and that's the only reason I took it. That's the only reason I took it. Because I was going to focus on the hide things exclusively, but I chose not to. Yeah, I don't know. Let me put the guitar down. We'll play a few rounds of tapeworm. Play a few rounds of tapeworm for all the people who are coming in and leaving instantly because I'm not playing a video game. I never understood people enjoying that. I mean, I enjoy watching people play now. But up until then, up until I started doing it and everything, I would always be like, who the fuck wants to watch someone just play a game? But then I started watching people. You know when it was? When Friday the 13th the game came out. That's when I started watching fucking games and was like, oh, okay, I think I kind of get the idea here. All right, good. It's still available for you to watch. Let me know how the sounds are. That sounds loud on my end, but I have everything. Yeah, I have everything set to where I normally do. I don't know. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Spectrovision. Oh, I don't know if you guys remember. Why is this not working? You know, as soon as I fucking pick this up, it doesn't want to fucking work. The light was on. Fucking hell. There we go. But there's this town next to me called Stoneham, Woburn, that whole area. And there's a plaza where there's a fucking pizza shop that I would meet my lady for lunch at. All the time. And it was in a plaza, and they still had this old video store sign up, like, really high. And it was Videotron. I've always fucking loved that sign. I've always wanted to get my hands on it. I drove by there. Fuck you. I drove by there the other day, and It's gone. They redid the whole building. They painted it and made it look all nicey nice. Not that it looked bad before. Oh my God. I'd rather just be coming on a downstroke anyway. Ha! See? There we go. Fuck. Wrong way, Chris. Whee! You fuck. Yeah, he flew underneath me. That's right. He knew better. He knew better. He knows I'm in a good mood because I got to watch Britt Floyd play. Fucking fantastic fucking show. Alright, let's go get this fucking thing. Fuck! Fuck me running. I wanted that fruit-looking thing, whatever the fuck it was. Oh, now I'm going to be fucking bombarded with these things. I do enjoy that every little fucking thing has its own, like, little sound. That's pretty cool. Oh, man, are you serious? Oh, fuck, I didn't notice that little tomato-looking fucker was down there. He must have been down there for a while. I totally missed it. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. I'm getting too fucking big for this shit. Oh, come on. The object is to eventually get that red thing. But it has to show I'm done. I'm doomed. I got too much body. I can't get the fuck out of my own way here. I'm dead. God damn. And of course, it's gotta fucking take forever to kill you. To let you know how fucking done you are. Oh, I took a bird arrow jart to the face. It's actually really great animation on that little character. I think it's supposed to be like a bird. It's like a duck or something. A goose. I know in the beginning it said what it was. I didn't pay attention. Me no pay attention. Oh, Chris84 with the $5. Thank you, man. Thank you. Give me a second here. And I'll read what you... Oh, dude, thank you. Another birthday miracle. Well, that sounded pricky, didn't it? I didn't mean it that way. What the fuck, Chris? If you remember from this yesterday, you have to be dead balls on with your turns. Like, if you want to go up and left real quick, you got to do it as fast as possible. You can't just kind of, just kind of, okay, I'm going to go left now. I'm going to go right. You got boom, boom, boom. There is no fucking around with this game. None. Like right there, I almost fucked up. And you can't go backwards. That's the other thing. You can't stop and you can't go backwards. All right, Chris, yeah, give me a minute here, buddy, and I'll read what you wrote. I see the words Mr. Creep. That was my dad's name. Oh, man, I am genuinely grateful for that. Thank you. There we go. That's what you're supposed to do. You get all these blocks until something shows up on the ends, and then you go get that, and now you get this fucking obnoxious thing. Fuck! I'm going to have to read more about this game. You know who probably has a really good video on it? I bet you the No Swear Gamer does. I'm willing to bet he does. Alright, let's see. Let me go... No, let me start with Chris's. Let me put a heart in there. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Creep. I hope your Saturday is going well so far. Thanks for creeping retro gaming. Or keeping retro. I always think everything's creep now, right? Retro gaming and television alive in 2026. You rock, my friend. I wicked appreciate that. Not only the $5, but the wicked kind words, which mean more to me than the money, Chris. Thank you. And, you know, we share a name, so you can't be too bad of a cat. I wicked appreciate you. Thank you. Bears Fan Goomba! Guys, he's a hero. Did you know he's a hero? He's an author, but he's a hero. Because Bears Fan Goomba, with one swift blow, got us over the $200 mark for the walk to end Alzheimer's. Let's go there. Let's go there. We haven't even talked about that at all today. We haven't even talked about that at all today. Let me view my page. And let me get OBS back up here. I can't see the chat for a few seconds here, guys. Oh, shit. It's already set to this. Here we go. But right here, look at this. Look at that. Thank you, my dude. Thank you, my dude. I'll let the scroll, refresh. All right. So we got Bears Fan Goomba, Nick DeCar. I know it's D, AKA. When I read that the first time in my email, I didn't have my fucking glasses on. And if you remember, in the first hour was Droid DeCars. That's what it looked like to me. With $60, thank you. And Television Gamer with a fat 50, thank you. And I'm not going to say the name of the anonymous person, but they started it all off with $120, guys. This is so fucking wonderful. I can't fucking express how grateful I am for each and every one of you guys. Whether, fuck, man. I'm blessed. For a fucking douchebag, I am wicked blessed. I'll admit it. I'm a douchebag. I'm a fucking douchebag. I'm a prick. I'm pretty thick-headed in my way, but oh, rad. Casey is still in here. Cool. Welcome to the Creep Collective, Chris. Thank you. I have to redo my Creep Collective thing. And they sent out 5. What are you guys doing to me today? You know what? It's my fucking birthday tomorrow. I'm not questioning it. I'm not going to sit there and say you didn't have to do that and all the typical things we're supposed to say to be nice, which is genuine from me. When I get quiet like there's a smiley, you know it's fucking genuine. It's genuine. So who got the new gifts? We got Eitherware. We got Masseuse 3000. Oh, that sounds like a jerk bot to me. But yeah, rad. MG Gaku whatever. Papa Brad's plays. Man, you know what? I apologize, Papa Brad. It's been a while since I've been to your channel. I don't get notifications for you if you're ever in here watching or whatever. Well, now that you're a Creep Collective, I'm not going to say one of us. That's somebody else's thing. But I'm getting paid to watch you, sir. Well, if that's what you were legit getting paid for, it wouldn't be much. But I'm glad to hear. I hope I'm able to do things like that at my new station, my new robot station. But I have a feeling it's not going to be like that. It's going to be a bunch of people in a row doing the same task over and over and over again. Like, I'm probably going to put the wheels on the thing, Neat. But they were really excited that I have soldering skills. The electromechanical part of my being was like their pride. They're like, oh, so you not only have an OSHA card already, but you have your J standard? I'm like, yeah, I got my J standard. So you can do inspection? Absolutely, if the money's right. I literally said that to him. Absolutely, if the money's right. He says, okay, all right. Well, let's get you through the doors, and we'll see what's going on. Chris says, I'm just showing some love is all. I genuinely appreciate it. I really do. I really do. I can't thank you guys enough. And Television Gamer, $20. Holy fuck, happy birthday, sir. Thank you. You know, this shit's infectious. I noticed that on other streams, too. Like DJC, someone will toss like a $10, and then people will be like, I'll put a 20, and the next person, you know, and he ends up with like $200-300 at the end of the stream, and that's so wonderful. This community, there are so many things this community could be. So many things. And I'm telling you this right now, if you're not a guitar player, become one, right? Become a guitar player, find a few things that you enjoy, and then involve yourself in the guitar community. And you are going to find the most fucking derelict, the most disgusting, vile, angry, sycophant, gatekeeping ignorance that you will ever find on the planet, with the exception of hate and all that crap. Guitar cats are some of the worst fucking people to deal with. They really are. Some of the arguments that they come up with. Because if you look at an electric guitar, right? What do you see? What do you see here? We'll get back to the game. I got a topic here I want to talk about. You look at this. Hold on, here it is. Look at it. What is this? It's just a bunch of wood with paint on it, right? A couple pieces of plastic and some electronics. This right here. More specifically, this is an end table with strings on it. Yeah, there are woods that have a higher quality, and construction matters, and the quality of the build matters. But at the end of the day, when you put the pickups on, you slam it into a fucking PV and crank it up. It doesn't fucking matter. Everyone gets so wrapped up in things like tone wood, and yeah, there are things that are better quality, absolutely. But I can tell you this right now: I can pick up an $8,000 Gibson and like $1,000 other guitar and blindfold play them. And I honestly, for the most part, if it's a well-constructed instrument, won't be able to tell the difference. I mean, obviously a custom shop, hand-built to certain specifications, you can tell, you can feel the quality and something like that. But there are guitars today that cost sub $500 that I would put up against USA-made $2,500 guitars. And you try to tell that to some of these fucking guys. You can literally show it to them. And they just won't get it. They'll fucking sit there for hours and they'll nitpick one little thing. Like I did a video about a specific guitar once, and this one feature to a bridge. The guitar that you just saw, the purple one and the black one, there's two ways you could string that guitar up. Some of them, there's holes going through the body, and you string it up from the back, and it goes up into the bridge, and then, of course, you can bring it into the tuning pegs. Or the bridge itself has holes in the back, and there's nothing to go through the body, and you can string it up that way. Well, some people don't like that because you don't get as much sustain, and you don't get as much fucking vibration, and the strings are tighter on the wood, and there are 100 fucking things that are right and wrong about all of those arguments. And this guy really just disliked that didn't string through the body. And made sure to let everybody fucking know that to the nth degree. And I'm just like, can't anybody these days just be like, you know what, I'm not a fan of that. I understand where people dig it, but I have never liked that. Instead of, that's fucking stupid, you're an idiot. And that happens in our community too, yes. Don't try to fucking be like, but that happens with us too. But I'm telling you, the guitar community is nothing but a bunch of fucking bullies and dickheads who think they're smart. And trust me, I'm wicked fucking smart. What is it that the video with Bad Fan Gooma's book? I am so smart that I make smart people feel retarded. I fucking hate the Boondock Saints too. No, I hate the first one. The second one's funnier. I used to love the Boondock Saints. And maybe it's because I'm a Boston guy. But like I watched it like within recent years, and I'm just like, this is a trashy movie. And when I mean trashy, I don't mean like in content. I mean it wasn't that good. I don't think it was very good at all. I think people just like the we've talked about Quentin Tarantino's movies. And though they're good, and I love the fact that he's still a filmmaker, and there's not many filmmakers left anymore in the world. You know? But there's some people they're pretentious just to be pretentious. They're like, I'm so artsy. So instead of having something done here, I'm going to have some mundane dialogue about some mundane shit that goes way too deep. And, you know, and they think it's cool. And a lot of people eat it up. And maybe I'm the one who's wrong. Just because I don't like it. You see, it's real easy to get fucking trapped in that bullshit. But there's just some pretentiousness to it. And then I started watching like interviews with the dude, the Duffy dude, or whatever his name was, that fucking directed it. I don't know. Seems like a dick. It looked nothing like... I know there's some shots that were in Boston. But, like, there was nothing Boston about that except for some bad accents. Honestly. Oh! I almost screwed the pooch trying to get away from the duck of death. Alright, can someone tell me what that fucking movie is? If at least one person can't tell me what I'm referencing there, by accident, by the way. I'm not going to claim that I was smart enough to... Oh, no! Okay. The Duck of Death. God, guys. $25 gifts today? Thank you. Gee whiz. I don't have high esteem of myself. So when someone does something like that for me, I just can never believe it, you know? When your mind's constantly telling you you're a piece of shit. Alright, no Barry. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, so you need to get on your trajectory, like, instantly. Oh, no. No! Oh, I got it! You need to be the grid. Think like the grid. Behave like the grid. Oh, I might be a little low. Am I a little low? No! I love this game, man. I started this game by saying it's shit. Oh, okay, so the light will come back on after a while. Okay, that's fucking fair. That's fucking fair. Alright, I wasn't low enough for it. If you touch those walls, you're fucked. So it was like I had to do a real quick evasive maneuver in the dark there. Fuck. The Duck of Death. See, we are just showing some love for you, Creep. I know, thank you. Thank you. Am I too high? Am I too high? Yep. There we go, we got him. Ooh, he stabbed me right in the face with his beak. His beakage. Oh, shit. I'm so scared of touching that wall. Fuck! So anyone coming in, if you're wondering, this game's called Tapeworm. It's a Spectrovision game. It had one of those really rad chromy labels, I think. At least most of their cartridges did. Real chromy labels. A fun-looking cartridge, too. Oh, fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! I'll get to the chat here in a second, guys. Fuck me! No! $665. Here's a fun story. My childhood phone number was 665-1597. We were 617 at the time. Now we're 781. But we had that from the 70s up until about the mid-2000s when my mom moved out of town. 665-1597. Well, if you reverse the last two numbers, you got Sweet and Something Bakery. Remember, I was a child when I did this. And people would constantly call out and be like, "Oh, is this Sweet and whatever bakery?" I'm like, "No, this is not the bakery." And I would have to give them the proper number. And then hang up. And that would happen all the time. It would constantly happen. So me and my fucking brothers, we would just take cake orders and shit. I can't tell you how many fucking birthdays and fucking weddings we probably ruined. And I actually feel awful as an adult now thinking back to it. But like they'd be like, "I'd like to order a cake for my daughter's wedding." Oh, yeah. No, that sounds wonderful. Congratulations. President Predicto, was I a fucking idiot back in the day? Was I a douchebag? Or just an outright dick? I mean, I am now, but...
I don't think so.
No, I do. I think you're wrong on that one. You know, see, even he can be wrong once in a while. Let's see. See, we're just showing some love, Chris says. I just enjoy your channel, and you're a real dude. Keep on keeping on. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, man. Bass Van Goom was laughing. I'm assuming it's at the I'm So Smart, because I remember seeing it pop up shortly after. They turned the lights out because they fear you, Creep. They fear you. Oh, you think darkness is your ally. There's another movie reference. I should be a movie channel. I'm Australian, so I guess all of your phone numbers start with 555. They do. They do. I just lied to you. We didn't have 665. See, no one's saying anything, but we're not allowed to tell Australians how it really is. I might get executed for doing this, so I hope you appreciate me. But because you've shown my channel so much love, I'll let you in on the lie. The American lie. Oh, man, the great American lie. I went to press left. I pressed up. I pressed up. Up, Chuck. What the fuck? Fuck you. You fucking prick. Don't fear the creeper. Oh my God. That's so brilliant. That's so brilliant. Oh, damn this game. I'm writing that down. Don't fear the creeper. Don't fear the creeper. Oh. Alright, I just restarted the whole game. I can hear me yelling in the background. What the fuck? That was a horrible place to put that. I shouldn't say that. That was really close. Turn the volume down here. But yeah, if you've never played this is a fucking hidden gem. I don't know what the consensus of this game is, but I like it a lot. Well, we're going to have to end the stream by playing Don't Fear the Creeper. Purple! Hey, that's about the color of my guitar. Looks like the Goodwill guy, but yellow. Don't fear the creeper. I'm coming up with lyrics for that. I'm going to karaoke that someday. So at some point this weekend, my daughter and I are going to re-record. I have a special Friday the 13th commentary track for part 6. Fuck, I tried to jump up real quick. Jason Lives. And it got straight banned. It didn't get fucking... It didn't get, like, copyright strike. It didn't get, like... We're going to silence that one section of the fucking video. It's straight up the word banned in all regions. Banned. Because two people talking about a fucking movie. is so fucking awful. There was little sections throughout the stream, or I should say the recording, that you could kind of hear it in the background. Fuck. And they just kept flagging like little sections, and I guess the reason is because it was too many of those. Okay, so in all transparency and fairness, I did have the option of muting those sections or cutting them out altogether. But I said to myself, it's a fucking commentary track. People are going to be watching the movie with this. That's the whole idea of the cocksucking thing. So if I were to cut sections out, I'm not going to make it in time. Then not only would I no longer be in sync with you guys, but I don't know. So we're just going to record it again. Unfortunately, she knows everything now. It was her first time watching it, but now she's schooled on the Jason Live. She loves the, fucking hell. She loves the James Bond fucking reference in the intro. She was straight up like, that's fucking James Bond. See, this is the point where I'm fucking way too long. Oh! So now I'm going to get stuck in front of myself trying to go after the fruit or whatever the fuck that's supposed to be. Oh, I'm fucking doomed. I just let it go. I just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Man, we got through 3 stages of this without a fucking problem earlier. I guess some games are probably just harder. Randomizers and shit like that, you know? But I am really enjoying this game. It's funny, go back to my stream yesterday. I'm like, this game looks like shit. This is dumb. And then I fucking got pissed off at it and started playing it again. And now I'm obsessed with it. Yeah, see? Okay. So it's got to do with the randomizer. Alright. Alright. Potion. Do I see a potion sword run sticking around? Or popping in, I should say. Give me a minute. I'll get you a comment, bro. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for popping in. Don't fear the creeper. That's fucking awesome. Came the last night of sadness, and he knew the game couldn't go on. So he turned off his Atari and fucking went to bed. Dreams of meeting a girl and actually getting head. But he stays at home and plays games instead. Oh, the possibilities are fucking endless. Don't fear the creeper and his fucking diseased peeper. That didn't work out well. I was trying to do like a mix of pea and penis and I don't know. Hey, Creeper, how's it going, by the way, Mr. Creep? That's the second person to call me Mr. Creep today. God damn. When the fuck did I get important to anybody? That's not true. I recognize these children. Fuck, I wasn't high enough. Where is it? Fuck! Fuck! Who the fuck didn't pay the bill? Give me a second, buddy. I'll finish the rest of that. Thank you. Just can't turn quick enough. I knew I was one too high. Oh, did I hit myself? Interesting. All right. That's enough. That's enough tapeworm. My belly still aches. My belly still aches. Hey, Creeper, how's it going? By the way, Mr. Creep, I sent the package yesterday through UPS Ground. Should arrive sometimes next week. No problem, man. Took me a bit to get it. That's no problem, dude. Don't even fucking stress it. I'm not worried. I have been watching for it, but only because of, pirates and the porch people and all that. I don't really get that much of a problem anymore. I did... I'm probably going to incriminate myself. I did catch somebody. On my fucking porch. And the way my porch is set up, like, if you're in the wrong spot, you're trapped. You're done. The stairs are very steep and they go up. And then there's a platform. And then the steps that go up into the porch are deep. And we have, like, high wall. I guess they're walls. They're about 3 or 4 feet up. And it's just a really great, it's a really great fucking thing. So this fucking dude and his friends show up, and I see them down there. So I get out there, and as soon as they're about to fucking grab and book, I ran out there and I grabbed one of them. I'm like, oh, you motherfucker! And the other kids started running. I'm like, if you don't get back here, I'm killing your friend. He's like, oh! And he came back. I'm holding him over the edge of the fucking thing. I'm like, you really want to fucking die for a package? And the kid's like, oh, I'm just kidding. I'm like, me too. Don't steal from people and all this stuff. And gave him a little bit of an old man pep talk and made sure he was okay and all that. I'm like, but, I said, if you want to get your dad involved, go ahead. If he's okay with you fucking robbing from people, maybe him and I will have a conversation. But they were like 16, maybe 15. I almost felt awful. Like maybe that much. But I fucking grabbed him. And I'm like, don't run away if you want your friend to live. Or, whatever I said. I don't remember exactly what I said. He's like, okay, please don't hurt him. I think I told him, do you want to go to jail or die for a box of hemorrhoid creams? I'm pretty sure that's what I said to him. Gave him a little bit of a laugh, But for the most part, we don't get fucked with too much. But once in a while, we'll have somebody who thinks they're funny. And that they deserve my things more than I deserve them. And maybe they do. Maybe they do, Oh, shit, I gotta try to remember how to fucking play that. Hold on. I gotta open up my amp and clean out the pots. My volume on the clean section. We'll go back to the dirty section. And I'll just kill the gain. The clean section volume, it's like when I barely touch it, it goes full blast or it goes dead. You heard it popping, Missed opportunity on my guitar channel. Panty dropper songs for Valentine's Day. Although my channel over there isn't really about that. It ain't about vulgarity, swearing, and all that. It's pseudo-family friendly, but though I still click on Not Made for Children. But there's this group of songs that I had that I called Panty Droppers. You're at a party, and you got a guitar in your hand, and you guys are drinking, and you play the song, and you look in the girl's eyes, and by the end of the night, if not by the end of that week, you were going to be rocking and rolling with that young lady. And one of them I just happened to have married. We actually didn't end up rocking and rolling that night. That's probably why I made her my bride. She left me. Let's see. Potion says, took me a bit to get the package. That's all right, dude. Don't even worry about it. I'll send you the tracking number through email a little later so you don't have to keep checking. I have you slated for the T-shirt. Is that your intentions? I hope so, because this is... guys... What he is sending me is fucking amazing. Y'all need to thank fucking Potion Sword Run. Because the grand prize for this year, so far, there may be two. There may be 2 grand prizes. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But what they're sending is an incredible donation to use as an incentive for you guys to donate to the Walk to End Alzheimer's. Oh my God! There it is! It's right fucking there. Oh, no, I don't want that screen. I want this fucking screen. We're at $230 right now. Unless somebody donated while I wasn't, while I was streaming and everything. This is what I look at when you guys are in here. I have OBS in front of what you just saw. So every now and again I move OBS around and I go, oh, 6 people. That's pretty cool. Sure, I'll do the t-shirt. I'll send you a PNG too. Okay, I have a couple of things that I pulled from different places. Your little circle thing with the red circle, which is Potion Sword Run. But I also took from your actual intro a screenshot of the TV with the Potion Sword Run in there. And I was just going to crop the TV out and use that. But if you have something specifically that you want, yeah, please. Please send it to me in a separate email and just make sure you write t-shirt picture or t-shirt PNG or t-shirt up your ass. Your sister's cunt, You can write that, your sister's cunt. It's fine with me. My sister's a good people. But she'll never see it. she'll never see it. But yeah, what a crazy week this has been, man. Oh. All right, we need to come up with lyrics for "Don't Fear the Creeper." Playing that tells me something. That I need to practice string skipping. It's been a while. Fuck! Can you guys even hear that? But yeah, if you're a 16, 17-year-old teenage boy, play that. Or play. Hold on. Oh, I don't even remember the words to it. Remember yesterday. Walking hand in hand, love letters in the sand. I remember Pooh, all the sleepless nights. Oh, what? How's that start? Something walking hand in hand and smoking crack. But yeah, I Remember You by, God damn. They were like the only hair band I liked, too. Skid Row, that was one of them. Of course, a song I heard last night watching Brit Floyd. Love that part. Sounds so country, doesn't it? Or I should do a double stop. C. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain. Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail? A smile full of veil. Yeah, I love that fucking song. That would get the juices flowing down there. Literally. Let's see, what else? Silent Lucidity. Oh my God, was that a fucking grabber? I knew that one on the first note. You gave me lyrics, and I will make you the song with the same tune. Do you have that ability? and I'll make the song. Don't fear the creeper. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. In fact, right now, in the background, I know the lyrics, but it's easier to have them written down in front of me so I can kind of alter them. Don't fear. Without the apostrophe on the T. Google doesn't like that. The Reaper. Lyrics. I'm going to have that ready to go. All our times have come here, but now they're gone. Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, nor the sun, nor the rain. Come on, baby. We can be like they are. Yeah, I pay for Suno. Oh, okay. Well, let's make it happen. I thought about trying to come up with some kind of like a little 10-second animated thing for my intro, but nah. I don't have a problem with AI per se. I just don't like it when people use it to make money. And what I mean by that is if someone says, hey, I need this piece of art for something, and then someone just types in, okay, this piece of art, and it comes up and they make $500 from it. And that's purely a selfish prejudice. Because I'm an artist. And it would take me weeks, if not a month, maybe sometimes months, to make something happen to get paid. If I'm lucky. Whereas there are people out there that'll just fucking type a few words into a fucking computer and something will pop out and they get paid for it. And it's like, good on them. Good for them. But I don't know. I think AI is a great tool. It's not a means of itself. It's kind of like George Lucas used to say, that a special effect without a story is boring. But, I guess AI stuff without, I don't know where I was going with that. I will say this guy here, he's partially AI. That's actually a picture of me with my skull mask and my Intellivision hoodie with the Running Man on it. And I put it in Gemini and said, can you turn me into an EC character, EC comic character? And that's what it came up with. So I've just been using it ever since. I also came up with the controller. He originally had an Atari style controller. And then it was made of bones and Atari for a t-shirt. And then Atari said they didn't like that either. So I said, I want you to design a controller that has a mix of Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, and any other console you feel necessary to put in there. I literally wrote those words. And it came up with a Genesis-shaped Super Nintendo controller. It's actually pretty cool. Let me expand it. Let me expand it so you can see it better. I just don't know what I called him. So RC logo? Is it? No, that's probably the words above them. What is this? Oh, it's the Miko dude and Mrs. No, RC logo is him. RC text is the words. Let me make this bigger just for shits and giggles. So it really does kind of look like a Super Nintendo controller that was stretched to be the size of a Genesis controller with the Genesis layout, but it still has a Super Nintendo. It really, you know what? They really knocked it out of the park with this one. I can't lie. I can't lie. I saw that and I'm like, yeah, I'm going with that. That's fucking rad. I'm going with that. So to use it for stuff like that, I'm all about it, to enhance. And anytime I do a video or whatever and I make a thumbnail, you'll notice he'll be holding something different or wearing glasses or with, where's the movie loft? Like he's got 3D glasses and popcorn in his hand. I'll put it back into AI and say, hey, take the controller out of his hand and do this. And it will do that sometimes. It will do that sometimes. So I like AI for shit like that. And to do fun things like Don't Fear the Creeper. I would be glad to make your intro song if you just come up with the words. What's up, hon?
The missus will be home in 27 minutes.
She'll be home in about a half hour. I'm literally just about to sign out anyway, so I wicked appreciate the heads up, kid. Thank you. I love you. You might play with your belly button? You might clean? Oh. What the fuck did you just break?
The Tums and the Dayquil.
You dropped the Dayquil and the Tums? I can't bend over very well. How am I supposed to get to them if they're on the floor?
Pick 'em up.
What the fuck? Oh no, I'm getting bullied again. This is twice in one stream. All right, go fucking clean or something. What, you going to take a shower? Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
Oh.
Put water on the t-shirt and just
Okay. Are you part of this guard stuff tonight?
no.
Are you going to be home?
Possibly. I've gone 3 years in a row. Like, the last one, I really don't want to.
I just wanted a yes or fucking no. She's going to tell me the fucking history of the Rubik's
I
Cube
don't
now.
know if I'm...
All right, if you're home, are you willing to re-record that fucking commentary track since Mom won't be here tonight?
Yeah.
All right, that's all I needed to know. All right, now piss off. She'll be 18 in a few months. Get over the fucking language. But that's just who I am anyway. I remember the first time they heard me say fuck. I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. They were like, your mom swears too. I pay for Suno. Have you guys ever seen the video that somebody, I think it was Chudley McMuffin, made a video, and I don't know who the rest of the people are. They did an AI video of, I'm assuming, of a bunch of different YouTubers. And because I was a corrections officer, he did a bunch of corrections officer things to me. You know, before we sign out, let me find that video. I think I've shown it once before. But let me find that video, and we'll end with that. That's what I love AI for. I need to have a line in the lyric about a 3-button controller. Okay? Because the Genesis controller is the second greatest controller of all time. 3-button controller lyrics. I have to write the word lyrics afterwards, because if I read that in a half hour from now, I'm going to be like, 3-button, what? What am I doing with the 3-button controller? Oh, you guys want to hear the most cliche Boston thing I did today? One of the things that I used to hear all the time that people would say, when you just didn't really have a response, or you're just annoyed with somebody and they asked you a question, 3 words would come out: your sister's ass. It wasn't an insult. You know, and nobody took offense to it. It was just more of a, you know, okay, this guy must be annoyed. But that's even making it sound too far. There was a talk about the Dunkin' Donuts thing we were talking about earlier. And I wrote some of the stuff and I never really bait myself into those things. Anyone who's Facebook friends with me right now, they see all these things, but it's mostly just me fucking, I agree with what is being said. But it's poking bears. I like to poke the fucking bear on Facebook. I hate Facebook. I use it to show off some things once in a while, like last night's Brit Floyd show. There's a bunch of little clips back and forth on that one. Back and forth. But I like posting, because most of the people on my list, especially because I'm in Massachusetts, are very hardcore liberal. So I like to poke that bear, just because it's fun. Not really I'm not insulting anybody, but in this case, I was just like, you know what? We've complained about this our whole lives, and because of who's going to be taking care of it, you guys are fucking mad about it? Stop being fucking so retarded. But it was, I guess, a page I didn't belong to, so it came up with those list of questions. It was like, are you a resident or have been of Massachusetts? It was a strictly, I'm from Boston or I'm from Massachusetts Facebook page, where they post things. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I was around Caldor, Ames Department Store, Whitey Bulge, you know, all that stupid shit. And I don't like answering those. Usually I'll click out of it, but this one didn't let me. So I clicked on the yes tab, and then it said, what town or towns have you lived in? So I wrote, your sister's ass, and then hit submit. It got approved. Got approved. Let's see. Let me read the last 2 comments here. I need to have, okay, the last one comment. I just wanted it for custom video intros. Oh, so that's where you get all the Intellivision gamer. I'm a fucking guitar player. I don't sing well. But why aren't I making songs about you guys? Oh, and since nobody got the reference to the duck, it was a Tombstone. No, an Unforgiven. Unforgiven. When Gene Hackman kept saying duck instead of Duke. That British Bob or whatever his name is. All right, I'm going to find that video so you guys can see it. And then we're going to sign off. In fact, I think I just recently watched it and sent it to a buddy of mine. Let me go into my history and see if it's in there, because I don't think I watched a lot of things the past couple of days. Let's see. Trogley's Guitars. Here it is. It says this video may be inappropriate for some viewers. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do two things. I'm going to tell OBS One that you need to see what the fuck I'm looking at. There you go. And I'm going to kill the sound of the desktop audio, because I don't know if any of this music is considered copyright. But this is going to be the whole video, so Chudley McMuffin gets a fucking free plug here. Let me pull this up so I can keep an eye on the chat. Keep an eye on the chat. It looks fucking blank. Why does it look blank? There we go. Alright, where's me? I don't know who this dude is. I hope he's not making fun of people with fucking wheelchairs. That's fucking dumb. Okay, so that's supposed to be Albo, right? And PK in the universe's world and wherever the fuck his name is tomorrow. Oh my god. Who is this dude? Someone tell me in the comments who this dude is. Or it's supposed to be. And I don't know what this bowl combat shit is about, but let's get to me. Because that's what's important. Me. I'm the important one. It's my birthday tomorrow. So I want each and every one of you guys to... No, it's not the fat sumo guy. Here we go. What do you think? Look how pissed off I am. I'm like, you fucking bitch. I'm fucking gonna shove this up your pooper if you don't give me the drugs that I know you keistered. Where's your Fifi? And it's funny because I actually used to have a hat exactly like that one. And it's the hat that you used to see in my old logo with me holding the controller with the dark background. I don't know what happened to that hat. I can't remember. But I remember I got it at a Goodwill. I had it dry cleaned. And it was fucking wonderful. Checking on the chat. All right, let's hit play. Because there's a couple of me in here. Look at, he's poking him in the chest. I would do something like that. What are you doing? Or, I'd be like, hey, where's this? And they wouldn't. I asked you a question. No, I really wouldn't do that. I was actually somewhat of a nice guy when I was working in prisons. This one cracked me up because I'm not anywhere close to that fucking fat. Not even close. Like, my face doesn't even look that fat in real life. I don't have a nose like that. But again, it's AI. I know. And I don't know why I got a plunger. Is that a plunger? Oh, no, it's a ball thing. This does not look like me at all, but you can tell it's supposed to be me. And yes, I will admit it. I love this device right here. I absolutely loved it. Because if it got to a point where I had to open a cage, if it got to a point where I had to walk to a specific building and open a cage to get something like this, because you don't just carry around, we call this the crowd pleaser. It's basically a fire extinguisher full of CS gas or OC gas. Can't remember which. Yeah, it's not the crystalline. It's the liquid. Man, the old pepper stuff was a powder, and that shit would linger in the air forever. If you had somebody in the back of the van or in the car, and you would just fucking gas them with that shit, it's on them, so it's now in the car. Horrible stuff, but this stuff is basically it's just basically cayenne pepper. In fact, a lot of times we had some on our duty belt. I didn't like carrying it too much because just carrying that around in a situation like a prison, it's like it's inviting people to think that you're there to fucking use it, and it's like, I'm not there to use it. I'm there to get a paycheck and make sure everybody, and I meant that, everybody was safe by the time I had to go home. That was my job. And I got to play spades and all kinds of cool stuff. And, you know, when I had to pull one of these out, and if I had to, you bet your fucking ass you got drowned in it. And it wasn't because I wanted to be mean. It was because I was mad that you made me have to do that. Period. And trust me, if I'm hitting you with fucking gas, you fucking earned it, and then some. Like, I should put the nozzle in your fucking nostril. That's how much you've earned it. Next rendition of me. That looks very close. Take a little less belly off of me. That is extremely close to me right now. I have never had a hat that looked like that. That reminds me of the dude from Cheap Trick. He had a lot of guitars like that, but I've never had buckles like that. What the fuck is this? Corrections Officer Santa Claus? Santa Claus? Look at those punches, man. I'm punching nothing. Oh, and there's Poe, and I don't know who this is supposed to be. Oh, look at that. What? Don't bring Poe into the Amico thing. He was never really part of that. That's not cool. I'm assuming this is all in fun, though. See, I didn't lie to you. I fucking legit did that. I have the lyrics up. So, let me change this. I hope you had a little fun with those. Those are really good. I took them with great humor, and I have screenshots of them in my phone, which I will use. I will use for little character things once in a while if I get smart enough and learn how to fucking do it, you know? But, Retro Advisory Board. What's up, Rab? Holy fuck. I thought you were in a crypt somewhere. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for popping in. I can't stay, but I wanted to stop in before you signed off. Hope you're well. Not sure what you're watching. Me. AI me. Did someone make these as a troll? I don't know. The channel is... Let me go back to that. Let me go back. I'll show you what the channel is. Oh, fuck, I got rid of it. Well, let me open it back up. It's a guy named Chudley McMuffin. I'm sure he's probably one of the dudes that have been around the Amico nonsense for a while. Let me go to their actual channel. They pop in once in a while, but it looks like they basically hang on to a lot of, I don't know, just the Amico guys, but like a lot of the YouTube cats that were in those circles, like the dude. I cannot remember his name. I can't remember his name. You'll recognize it. Let me get back to the OBS so I can tell it to come back to you here. There we go. But this is the channel. In fact, here. In fact, fucking here. Boom. Hopefully that shows. But that's the channel. This guy. I can't remember his name. You know, we got Elbow. We got Elbow. We got this guy again. And then I saw this. There was a video up in here somewhere. I think it was this one that they'd asked me to look at or something. I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, here's one with Pat in it. Funky Post Amico Groove. Oh, that's a playlist. But I saw this and was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So I don't know if it's trolling or if they're having fun with it. And you know what? Potion, I have to be honest with you, man. I don't fucking care. It's brilliant. If someone wants to troll me and it's done well, I applaud it. I applaud it. I don't know if you seen my channel long enough to know that most of the time when I got mad at the trolling, it was because it was fucking boring and it was weak. It was weak sauce. It had no thought behind it. It wasn't clever. It was just basic bitch stuff, you know? But when I see stuff like that, I have to applaud it. I have to reward it. Because that fucking gave me such a chuckle. They're harmless for the most part. I don't mind those videos either. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Even if they weren't harmless, they're still harmless to me. Because, I may get mad once in a while because somebody wants to fucking, get my goat. Like a couple of days ago when I was not feeling well. And fucking sweet and tender just won't shut up about one topic. And it's not even the topic, it's the same question over and over again. And it's baiting. It's a baiting thing. And I fell into the snare, and I don't give a fuck. It happens. I'm human, you're human. That's not human. That's a child. And the one thing you need to know about children before you have children is they're sexually transmitted diseases. Just keep that in mind. But they're wonderful. That person right there is my world. That person and the other person they shared the womb with, literally, are my world. But with that, guys, hey now, I get my hall pass out of the crypt now and again. That's awesome. I didn't mean anything by it. I hope you didn't. I just never see you around anymore, bud. And I hope you're doing well. I hope you and yours are doing well. Reach out more often, dude. Reach out more often. I might be doing like an interview segment if I can learn how to do yard stream, deem, whatever the fuck it's called. The thing with the duck. The duck of disaster. But all right, guys, it's a disaster. Skywalker, we're after. All right, guys, I am going to take off because there's going to be more people home here in a little bit. And there will be a little chaos because there is... One of them went to a college tour 2 hours away, and then mom has to come home, shit, shower, shave, or just take a shit and then fucking... I don't know if she's got shit, but... She's got to come home and prepare herself to go back out to do something. She volunteers with the high school stuff a lot, and the color guard are doing something today. I don't know. And she really likes to be involved in the community, which is rad, but it gets annoying because it takes up a lot of our time. So it's going to get chaotic here in a few minutes. But guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this afternoon. Let me go back. Oh, yeah, you guys can't see what I'm doing. But I was going to go back and show you guys the super chats I got today. Chris84, thank you for the $5. Thank you for the 5 fucking gift memberships. And, of course, Casey, thank you for the $20 as a birthday gift. I'm not the type that usually brags about my birthday, but it's tomorrow. And I've been having such a great time this past week. A lot of really fucking amazing things happened. The new robot job, seeing Britt Floyd last night, my birthday coming up, a couple of things that I'm not going to get into here privately. My business. My business is finally going to be done very well. If anyone does e-commerce, I want to talk to you about websites and how to collect monies through a service or whatever. Please reach out to me. I really need some knowledge on that. And also, if you know somebody who makes stickers, like a box of 1,000 for whatever it is, a couple $100 or whatever, I do want to have a bunch of those made up in different sizes too. So if you have a brand or a company that you're comfortable with or you trust, or maybe it's you, let me know. And with that, guys, thank you always so much for watching. Until next time, take care. Creep it real.